World War I, often referred to as the Great War, not only reshaped the geopolitical landscape but also had profound effects on civilian populations caught in the maelstrom of conflict. This video explores the experiences of civilians during World War I, focusing on the themes of deportations, strikes, and evacuations that marked a tumultuous period in history. 1. Deportations. The outbreak of World War I witnessed the forced displacement of civilian populations for various reasons. In regions under occupation or facing military threat, civilian deportations were implemented as a strategic and punitive measure. The most infamous example was the Armenian Genocide, where the Ottoman Empire systematically deported and massacred the Armenian population, resulting in a catastrophic loss of life. As the war dragged on, the toll on civilian populations became increasingly evident. Economic hardships, rationing, and the strains of total war led to discontent among workers. Strikes became a form of protest against oppressive working conditions, insufficient wages, and the perceived injustice of the war. Notable instances include the munitions workers' strikes in the United Kingdom, where labor unions protested against hazardous working conditions and demanded better treatment. 3. Evacuations. Evacuations of civilian populations were a recurring theme during World War I, driven by military necessity and the desire to protect non-combatants from the ravages of war. Cities and regions in the path of advancing armies faced mass evacuations to preserve civilian lives. Notable examples include the evacuation of Paris in 1914 and the evacuation of Belgium during the German occupation. These movements of people had profound effects on the social fabric and cultural heritage of affected areas. 4. Occupied territories. Civilian experiences in occupied territories were marked by a complex interplay of resilience and oppression. Occupying forces often implemented policies that affected daily life, including economic exploitation, cultural suppression, and restrictions on freedom. Civilians in occupied territories faced the challenges of adapting to new authorities while striving to maintain a semblance of normalcy amid the chaos of war. 5. Impact on women. The war also brought about significant changes in the roles of women on the home front. With a large portion of the male population mobilized for military service, women took on new responsibilities in the workforce and played crucial roles in sustaining economies. Women's participation in strikes and their efforts to secure better working conditions became an integral part of the wartime narrative. Deportations, strikes, and evacuations during World War I reflect the multifaceted challenges faced by civilians during this tumultuous period. The war brought about unprecedented disruptions to daily life, prompting civilian populations to navigate a landscape fraught with uncertainties, hardship, and, in some cases, brutality. The experiences of civilians during World War I offer insights into the resilience of communities, the dynamics of social change, and the human cost of a conflict that reshaped the course of history.